Okay, welcome. This is Monty from DPL Surveillance Equipment. I'm the owner of DPL Surveillance Equipment, and we have my partner is Carolyn Aranda. She'll be answering the phone in addition to myself when you call in. We're the premier company in the industry offering three distinguishing things that separate us from the competition. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all of the products. We have 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. We have perhaps the largest inventory of items, state-of-the-art surveillance and security items that not only can you buy, but you can rent as well or put on layaway. So when you come to our website, rest assured that unlike the competition, we don't have a 30-day or a 90-day warranty or even a 1-year warranty. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. Also, we have an extensive line of anti-terrorist products. Some of the anti-terrorist products are include, but not limited to, the narcotics detector, the explosive detectors. We have X-ray baggage scanners as well. So when you go to our site, make sure that you understand we have a full complement of state-of-the-art equipment that ranges from things that the consumers would want to take advantage of, in addition to law enforcement, military, universities, and schools, and retail shops, etc. So it's a full complement of items, and we appreciate you guys when you join us in these particular blab sessions. This particular blab session, by the way, is an open forum situation where you can quiz the expert, myself, in terms of getting answers to your questions regarding anything related to spy products, counter surveillance, personal protection products, nanny cameras. These are just some of the items that we carry. And if you ever had any questions, like you saw a movie or a Hollywood movie where they talked about spy and surveillance equipment and bug detectors or tracking devices or something like that, and you ever wonder whether or not that was real or make believe, now's the time you probably want to call in or jump in the seat and ask these questions so we can figure out whether or not there are some things that we can help you with. On the left-hand side, we're going to put links to some of the actual products, okay? Again, a lot of people are interested in finding out, for instance, whether or not the house, car, boat, office, vacation home, etc., has any listening devices, hidden cameras in them, in the house, the car, boat, office, vacation home, etc. And these state-of-the-art bug detectors, like the Pro Detect 4, which I'm mentioning here, will definitely come in handy in terms of letting you do a sweep to find out whether or not there's any problems going on. So the Pro Detect 4, what separates it from a lot of other detectors, it's for body worn transmitters. Body worn transmitters typically are situations where you have a small transmitter, or your partner has a small transmitter on their person, and you have to have a person-to-person meeting, and you want to find out whether or not their cell phone is on, or they have a hidden bug on them, or a hidden camera on them or something, and you want to check them. You want to put this Pro Detect 4 underneath your jacket or coat or something, and go in the presence of your business partner or someone where you're going to have a person-to-person meeting. So it's a very small bug detector, the Pro Detect 4. It's a very small bug detector, and you can quickly find out whether or not someone has a bug on them. Okay, so that was the Pro Detect 4. Then I put the Pro Detect 3 on there. That's a very economical bug detector as well. So you can find out, for instance, whether or not there's a bug in your house, or a tracker on your car, or wireless camera in your vacation home or your office. And you can rent these items as well as purchase them, okay? We're just gonna do a random sampling of products, okay? No particular order or fashion. The coffee maker hidden camera with built-in motion-activated DVR It's basically our way of giving you guys something that looks like an ordinary appliance that you can have at home or that you can have at work. And the coffee maker will, just like any coffee maker, will sit on the shelf. It's a fully functional coffee maker, but hidden inside of it, again, it's a state-of-the-art, high-resolution, HD quality hidden camera. Okay, you can record that video, and then after you are done recording, play it back on your computer. Okay, and find out whether or not someone in the house or your place of employment is stealing things or maybe vandalizing the place, or maybe the construction people or someone in your home is taking things out of the home, and you can use a coffee maker to find out what's going on. And because it's state-of-the-art and digital high resolution quality, you can quickly find out whether or not there's anything going on and turn that evidence over to the police. Okay. And let's see, another cool product is what we call the Big Brother 3. It's a GPS, a state-of-the-art live GPS tracker. Okay. The Big Brother 3 tracker, GPS real-time tracker, this one is ideal for the global customer. In other words, the customer who's outside the United States and wants to track real-time using their smartphone, using their laptop, using a desktop or something. They want to track a vehicle or some other asset real-time outside the United States, whatever country outside the United States. We pre-program these things so that we can quickly ship them out into the international marketplace and use it outside the United States. We have a special tracker, and this is the Big Brother 3 real-time GPS tracker. It's made for situations outside the United States, so you can track those assets, those vehicles, people, luggage, baggage, etc. outside the United States. Find out what's going on and use your smartphone, use your laptop, your desktop, etc., or your PDA, iPad to find out what's going on with those vehicles, with those pieces of luggage or baggage or something in the international marketplace. And you can see addresses, starts and stops, all of that. The information is stored on a server, so you can download it at any given point in time. But you go to a website on your smartphone or whatever to see what's going on, and you can download it quickly on your desktop or laptop for permanent storage. Okay, so we're going to move right along. Again, this is a random sampling of the state-of-the-art, lifetime guaranteed and warranted products that we have. And we're just going to give you a random sampling, no particular order, no particular predetermined presentation. We just want to cover as many items before I close out the session, so you guys have a pretty good idea in terms of what are some of the products that we have to offer. You can go to the website, use these links and go to the website, and you can see the specific products. I just put in the box a link for the portable digital video recorder, okay? And you can rent that or buy it, just like the other products. You can rent it or buy it. Now, the portable digital video recorder is a pretty cool product. Use this in a situation where you're going to be out and about in public, for instance, and you may meet someone, or maybe someone is you need to follow someone, okay? So in person, if you want to be, for instance, a mystery shopper in a store, if you're a mystery shopper in a store, your job is to find out covertly who's taking products maybe off the shelves, or who's buying what products in the retail environment or something. If you can follow them around with this portable digital video recorder, it has a hidden button camera. And it's high resolution video. You can record the people covertly. The camera's built into the button, and you get a number of other real buttons. So you get one fake button which has a camera inside of it, and you get 4 or 5 real buttons. So put that on your jacket or your shirt, and wear that real button. And as long as you're facing in the right direction, that portable digital video recorder is going to allow you to record covertly, again, in a mystery shopper type of fashion. So if you have a situation where you're a private investigator, you're a claims agent for an insurance company, you're working on workman's comp or something, and you want to get information to determine whether or not someone is violating the ability to file a claim with insurance company, workman's comp, etc. Use the portable digital video recorder and covertly record that high resolution video and audio. Is time and date stamped, so you can use it as admissible in court of law for law enforcement, for a court judge rather, to determine whether or not someone should be persecuted or not, because it's that high resolution of quality video, and it's time and date stamped, which is indisputable in court. So you can take that to court and actually establish a prosecution if you want. So again, use that portable digital video recorder, and you can buy it or you can rent it. And just look for the Portable Digital Video Recorder Pro on the website under Body Worn Hidden Cameras on page 1. The link is over to the side. And again, we're one of the few companies that have lifetime guarantees and warranties and 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. Okay, we're going to keep moving right along, demonstrating highlighting various products as I pull them up. Again, there's no particular fashion or anything like that as a particular methodology in terms of what products we're going to be talking about. In addition to, just so you guys will know, in addition to providing these state-of-the-art products, we also do a lot of blogging. Okay, that particular blog, just so you know, it talks about granny cams and nursing home abuse. Okay. So if you ever wanted to find out more about what we call granny cams, or cameras put into nursing homes or assisted living center environments where you want to watch for elderly abuse, or whether just keep track of your parents or grandparents or something in an environment where you can't be there all the time. This article talks about the granny cams and nursing home abuse, and it's a lot going on, and it's very tragic, but people should know about it and understand that it does exist. So if you have loved ones in a nursing care or assisted living or retirement home or something, be aware that things are going on, and you want to find out, read that article, see what's going on, and at the same time understand that we have solutions in the way of nanny cameras or granny cams. So you can have what looks like an alarm clock radio, or what looks like a digital picture frame, or what looks like a wall clock or something. Put that in the room on the ceiling, or like a smoke detector, put that on the wall, and it'll actually be a functional product, but at the same time, it'll have a hidden camera inside of it, recording high resolution digital videos, which you can make available to law enforcement or judge or something, just in case you need to do a prosecution. So we have blogs, we have a lot of information about educational things, as well as products that we also talk about. And we have podcasts in addition to the largest video library in the surveillance and security equipment industry. We have the largest video library. So go to the website and take advantage of looking at that library, looking over the numerous hundreds of products where we recorded video for demonstration purposes of for the customers to take a look at the products in terms of how they look while we're demonstrating them on the video. That particular link right here, this particular link is all about prevention and detection of electronic harassment and surveillance. We have a lot of customers, unfortunately, who for whatever reason, they're being electronically harassed by corporate America, government agencies, who knows, neighbors or something, and they claim that there's people following them, tracking them. If you ever felt like, you're a victim of electronic harassment, then you know what I mean. And you're going to benefit significantly by listening to that podcast, following that link, and eventually going back over to our blog site or to our website and reading about prevention of electronic harassment. Okay, electronic harassment refers to the idea that someone is using electronics to keep you from sleeping, keep you from concentrating, maybe tracking you, maybe putting cameras, listening devices, etc., in your home, office, car, just basically disturbing you and causing you great discomfort. It could be mental, physical, and or emotional and psychological discomfort. So if you're a victim of electronic harassment and you want to learn more about it, we suggest you go over to the website and look at the videos, listen to that podcast, and give us a call immediately so we can help you with that particular situation, because there are millions of people who are being electronically harassed, and there's targeted individuals who are targeted by the government, law enforcement, covert, university research institutions for the purposes of experimenting on the civilian population. So look at targeted individuals. The link is there. Look at how do I know if I've been bugged to determine what methodologies to use to find out whether or not there's a hidden bug or camera or listening device or Wi-Fi, WiMAX based bug in your home or your office or your car. Read the How Do I Know If I've Been Bugged article to find out about that. The Operating the Brain by Remote Control. That article is a very, very intriguing article that I decided to put together mainly for people who want to find out what limits, what are the extreme limitations that science and research are going into as far as operating the brain by remote control. How do you control people's movements, maybe their thoughts, maybe the things that they like or dislike, or remote neural monitoring, V2K or voice to skull, synthetic telepathy. A lot of these very, very esoteric issues are covered in that particular article. So again, read the article, Operating the Brain by Remote Control. Click on that link and go to our website and see what are the latest findings from DARPA and various universities. What are they working on as far as how are they operating the brain by remote control? Okay, we have some very, very, what I think are very interesting, fascinating articles. Under articles on our website, just go to our website. Along the top are going to be horizontally going across the top are going to be links, and it's got like home, about us, contact us. All of those links are across the top of each page. Look for the one that says articles, and under articles, find the link that talks about how do I know if I've been bugged, and you can read that one and find out about those particular articles. And just going through some of the things that we cover on our website, educational materials are a major focus. Again, educating our customers is a major priority, and we're one of the few surveillance and security equipment companies that put an extreme amount of emphasis on educating our customers. Okay, so look at this particular podcast. Listen to this podcast about the Plant Basket Nanny Spy Camera. Okay, that's a particular product that we sell and we rent, and you can Layaway as well. Put it on Layaway. But the Plant Basket and Nanny Spy product is basically a plant basket, artificial plant, but it has a high resolution, motion activated, time and date stamped, HD quality, hidden camera inside of the plant basket. Put it in your place of employment, put it in your vacation home, put it in your primary residence or wherever, and find out whether or not things are going on in the reception room that you need to be aware of. Find out whether or not things are going on that that you're okay with in your primary residence. If you have contractors coming out, babysitters coming out for the first time, maybe you want to trust the children for a little bit longer while you leave on a temporary short trip. Get the Plant Basket Nanny Spy remote view hidden camera. Log back in when you leave home. Leave the city, state, or country. Log back in with your smartphone, or your iPad, or your PDA, or your laptop. Find out what the kids are doing. Find out what the contractors are doing. Find out what the employees are doing, or the staff at the place of employment, in the medical center, dentist office, whatever. Find out what they're doing while you're gone by logging into the Plant Basket Nanny Spy remote view hidden camera. You can buy it or rent it. Okay, that link is right there, and our toll-free number is right there as well. Okay, so we have a large variety of things that we have that you can buy, or you can rent, or you can lay away. And we do accept Bitcoin. Okay, we're one of the few surveillance and security equipment companies that are using Bitcoin as part of our e-commerce payment options. So if you're familiar with Bitcoin, don't hesitate to let us know that you want to pay by Bitcoin, and we'll make sure that whatever product that you want, you'll be able to use your Bitcoin and purchase that product. Okay. And by the way, we're making sure that the consumers get the same equipment that the CIA, the FBI, that private investigators, intelligence agencies of the world, they use. So again, you'll get the same state-of-the-art, high-quality products. CIA, FBI, private investigators, law enforcement, intelligence agencies of the world get the same products in your hands that they use. Okay, we sell the same products to them, and we're one of the few companies that are making these products available to you in a very affordable fashion by way of the rental program and the layaway program. Using you pay a fraction of the cost when you do the rental program. So that means that you pay 1/3 of the retail price on a weekly basis, so you can get a hold of and afford to get those state-of-the-art products that those various agencies use, and you can get these products in your hands for a fraction of the cost by taking advantage of our layaway program. So it's a very, very revolutionary concept, and we pioneered it, and we're dominating the industry, and we have a monopoly position on the rental industry market. So if you want to deal with the company that came up with the idea, then come to DPL Surveillance Equipment and take advantage of the monopoly position that we've achieved in this particular surveillance, security equipment, spy, gadget business, our industry, okay? That particular link will show you, when you go to Google, for instance, you're going to see how we look in terms of how we compare to the competition. So click on that link and see that the first 7 or 8 listings are actually from DPL Surveillance Equipment, and this is factual information. We have a monopoly position in the industry, and that link will take you to a graphic showing how we look when you do a Google search on surveillance equipment, and you'll be able to see that we're the dominant player in that industry. We've established ourselves as the experts, the premier industry experts in that industry. So we're the go-to company. So you're talking to, looking at, and you'll be interacting with the major dominant player in that industry. So don't settle for the competition when you can go to the actual major company that established this particular market niche, okay? So don't settle for less when you can have the best. We also are going to keep moving right along, and just so you know, we have a live chat. We have live chat functionality, unlike a lot of so-called competitors, even companies on Blab. They don't really put as much emphasis on live, real-time, 24/7 interaction with the customers and individuals who just want to know more about certain educational bits of information, the videos, the blogs, the podcasts that we publish. Sometimes the people just want to talk to us and find out things and pick our brains or just discuss things with us. We have a live chat box on our website. Click on it. We'll answer live. People will answer and talk to you about security, surveillance-related issues, comments, suggestions, critiques from our customers or potential customers. Use the live chat box or feature on our website. That technology is amazing, and we should be able to answer just pretty much any question or help you with any situation that involves surveillance and security. Okay, and we have a pretty interesting article that talks about creative financing. Okay, we have creative financing, and we pioneered it, invented it, so that if you need help affording this premier state-of-the-art, high-quality equipment that we offer or that other companies offer, come to our site, come to our business, take advantage of the ability to do layaway. Okay, you determine with how many months. You think somewhere between 6 and 12, usually you determine how many months you want to put a product on layaway, and we're going to help you arrange financing. So within 6 to 12 months, you can have that product. Okay, you're going to be making payments to us on a layaway plan for your favorite spy gadgets, bug detectors, personal protection, law enforcement, bulletproof vests, products. Okay, so use our creative financing solutions to do either use our rental program as a buy, as a use the rental program as a as a way of financing that purchase. Okay, as a rent to own mechanism. Our customers ask for it, and we are providing that. We delivered it to them so they can rent that product, and after so many rental payments, you will own the product if that's what you want. So you can use that rental program as a financing mechanism, or you can use the layaway program also as a financing mechanism as well. Okay, so again, there's a number of different things that we pioneered for our customers and the industry, and we put a lot of emphasis on making absolutely sure that we are doing things that no one else has quite figured out how to do. So take advantage of these pioneering endeavors or accomplishments or whatever you want to call them that we've invented, we've come up with and pioneered for our customers. Okay. And just to keep moving right along, because we have so many things to cover that we that separate us again from the competition, you will be amazed. Okay, so we have some general interest blogs that don't have so much to do with spy gadgets or bug detectors or whatever. We just want to put some good educational information in your hands. That particular article is on our blog site, and it talks about opiate addicted babies are the new crack babies of 2014. Okay, so that is on our blog site, and you can learn about how the big pharma, the pharmaceutical industries are getting the mothers hooked on opiate grade pharmaceuticals, and then what happens? The babies come out and they're addicted to opiates as well. And the hospital industry has no clue in terms of how to deal with opiate addicted babies because it's a new phenomenon. Read the article, see how significant this is and how tragic it is. And just understand that we are putting out a lot of educational information on our blogs and our podcasts and the videos about things that have nothing to do with surveillance or security equipment, but they are, I think they serve a purpose in terms of educating people on a number of different things that they probably don't get from mainstream media. So again, we're trying to disseminate information that you typically don't get from mainstream media, but you will nonetheless find these things very, very interesting. Okay. This particular article has nothing to do with surveillance and security equipment per se, but we are concerned about your health and safety as well. So there is a relation, there is a correlation, connection rather, with health related things, because we made it, part of our business model to extend ourselves into areas that have to do with health and personal protection. So this particular article that I just put over there, pharmaceuticals found in our drinking water. Okay, you may not know it, but our drinking water is contaminated for the most part with pharmaceuticals, and they're microscopic and they're so small that you can't get them out of the water supply by distillation. You have to use reverse osmosis. There was a major study, and it's mentioned in the blog, where people tried to boil the pharmaceuticals, the chemicals out of the water, and it didn't happen. Okay, you can't heat up water high enough. It can be the temperature of the sun, and you still can't boil it out of the water. You have to send the water through reverse osmosis. You have to literally break down the water into its most basic constituent, and then you put it back together, hopefully put some trace minerals back into the water, and that way That's the only way you can get the micro pharmaceuticals out of the water. So don't be fooled into thinking that just because you got distilled water that you have clean water. You don't. Pharmaceuticals and water are a different story, and it needs to be handled differently. And we're getting the word out as far as that's concerned. So read the article, find out what you're drinking, try and determine whether or not you want to continue to get distilled water or whether or not you want to actually try reverse osmosis water. We use reverse osmosis water, and for us, this is the best approach to drinking healthy water. Okay, based upon my extensive research into the subject. So some of the other, let's see if we can find any other product in addition to. Let's see. Well, while I'm looking for another product, we talk a little bit about the NSA. We want you guys to know a lot about through our educational articles, videos, podcasts. We want you to know what the NSA is doing to compromise our security, compromise our privacy, snoop in on our conversations, compromise our cell phone, landline phones, laptops, smartphones, etc. And this particular article sheds a lot of light on that. They put back doors in a lot of the hardware before it's shipped out. Okay, before Cisco systems ships out their hardware, before HP, before Apple, before IBM, a lot of those guys, before they even ship out their hardware, the NSA has said, look, we are going to embed firmware or chips into these systems, into your hardware, so that when you ship them out, we will be able to log back in through these embedded systems and find out what's going on, okay? So again, read that article and understand that a lot of the things that we buy, especially the commercial grade hardware provided by some of the major manufacturers, it's already compromised before it even leaves the factory or the warehouse. Okay, there's embedded circuitry that is triggered by NSA, the CIA, FBI, so that they can just log on in to the compromised equipment and find out what is going on. This is a major reason why companies such as Germany and other companies in Europe are not buying as much equipment or hardware from us, because they're aware of this. So you guys probably want to be aware of it too, and just understand what's going on so you can make an informed decision, okay? And let's see. We're also, let's see if there's anything else. There's a very tragic article about what I call legal drug dealers, okay? They're the pharmaceutical companies, of course. This article explains it all. What do you get when legal drug dealers peddle heroin and a pill to its clientele, okay? Again, what do you get when legal drug dealers peddle heroin and a pill to its clientele? Basically, that just refers to the idea that we have opium-grade painkillers being distributed in mass quantities to anybody with a pulse, okay? If you can just tell a doctor that you have a slight problem, he's pretty much going to make sure you get whatever you want, okay? Whether or not it's painkillers that are typically doled out, that used to be doled out if you have major back surgery. But now if you can provide any idea to the doctor that you have any slight pain that could be addressed with painkillers, you're going to get something that is the equivalent of using heroin to relieve your pain. And you will have a major problem with withdrawals because of this high potency product that these legal drug dealers are putting in the hands of anyone who wants it, okay? So take a look at that article. Let me know what you think. We have comment boxes on each and every blog page. So engage in the conversation. Let's start some interaction and see what we can do about some of these major problems that are going on as far as the legal drug peddlers out there called Big Pharma, okay? So that, and this particular article, the name of it is A Spy Gear Arms Race Transforms Business and personal relationships. It just talks about the fact that there's a lot of spy gear being available to consumers, and a lot of people are using it to determine whether or not they want to get married, stay married, have children, not have children, have a relationship with a new spouse or mate or girlfriend, boyfriend. And the women are using surveillance products, and the men are using counter surveillance products, and vice versa. This one gets a tracker, this one gets a detector to find the tracker. So it's an arms race. Each member of each spouse is using our surveillance and security and counter surveillance products against the other one, and it goes back and forth. There is no particular preference. Men are using a lot of these products to find out whether or not the women are worthy of getting married or not. Women are using our nanny cameras and trackers to find out whether or not these guys are worthy of making a commitment to them as well. So again, this spy gear industry that we are in, that we dominate, is creating a arms race, and it's determining whether or not you get married, stay married, get a divorce or not, hook up, shack up, or whatever. Look at that article and let me know what you think. I think it's a very enlightening article. It sheds a lot of light on, again, how men and women are using these gadgets to find out whether or not it's worth establishing a relationship or ending a relationship, by getting the gadgets in their hands to find out what's going on, gets a reassurance that this person is worthy of spending the rest of their life with or not. Okay, and this next product is a revolutionary product. It's a state-of-the-art bug. It's called a GSM sound and motion activated monitoring unit. Okay, the GSM bug with sound activation is small enough to put under a chair, couch, table, desk, chair, in a car, boat, whatever, and you can plant it somewhere. Again, height is very small, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, probably that small. Has a built-in lithium-ion rechargeable battery. It takes a SIM card, so you can literally plant it or hide it somewhere. Call back in from anywhere on the planet where you can get a cell phone signal and listen to live conversation. Who's in your house? Who's in your car? Who's in your boat or your office? And they have no idea that microphone opened up, and you can listen to them, what's going on around that microphone of that GSM sound and motion activated monitoring unit. You'll be listening in within a 10 or 15 feet diameter. If the unit detects sound, it'll call you. If it detects motion, it'll call you. If it detects vibration, it'll call you. If you hook it up to your landline phone and it detects someone's receiving a call or making a call, it'll call you, okay? So there's probably 6 different alerts or different ways that the unit can be triggered by the target so that you can find out what's going on in the target location, wherever you planted it. Use it as a backup for your current wired alarm system. If your current alarm system is hooked up to a permanent power source like AC, this battery-powered, motion-activated, sound-activated, vibration-activated solution will make sure that when they unplug your main power from your business or your house, that you have a backup battery system that's going to make sure that you still get notifications. Okay, for at least an hour and a half, you will be able to find out what's going on. And if you hook it up to a larger external lithium-ion rechargeable battery, you'll get 4 to 5 days, up to 4 to 5 days of additional use out of the unit. Okay, so the small internal battery will get you an hour and a half, but you can get rechargeable batteries. I mean the lithium-ion power bank batteries, and hook that up to the unit and get 4 to 5 additional days of usage out of the GSM sound and motion activated monitoring unit. This is a state-of-the-art product that we typically supply to law enforcement, CIA, FBI, various federal agencies under the Justice Department. They all have it, and you can have it too if you want to find out through listening in what's going on in the house, car, boat, office, vacation home, etc., etc. Keep tabs on what's going on in those particular areas. So let's see, moving right along, we're going to close this out shortly because we're covering a lot of ground, and you guys have a lot of information what you can go over and review in the replay. Let's see, this particular product here. It's an outdoor wireless digital infrared camera with internet. Okay, that's quite a mouthful. It's an outdoor wireless digital infrared camera with internet. Okay, you can place this camera outdoors, just as the name implies, seeing complete darkness, and also log in over the internet. So put this in your backyard of your residential unit or your business or vacation home, etc. Put it out in the back, and when it's otherwise will be complete darkness, you will be able to remotely log in to the outdoor wireless digital infrared camera with internet and see what's going on in your backyard at your vacation home or at your place of business outside in complete darkness. Okay, so you'll have still be able to keep track of what's going on. So if there's any vandalism, burglaries going on or whatever, you'll still be able to find out what's going on using that outdoor digital infrared camera with internet. That's lifetime guaranteed, warranted as well. And we're available 24/7, 365 to make absolutely sure that you can keep tabs on what's going on. Okay, and this video playlist is something that a lot of our customers really enjoy in terms of how we're going out above and beyond what other companies typically do. We have a video playlist about targeted individuals. It's a case study regarding targeted individuals, okay? And targeted individuals are usually people, again, who are pursued by law enforcement, government agencies, DARPA research facilities, etc. And they are being targeted for special reasons. Maybe the civilians are being experimented on for research purposes, or just to see whether or not certain drugs or frequencies, microwave, magnetic, satellite, laser frequencies are going to affect these people, and how. We constructed the video playlist called Targeted Individuals, a case study for those people to get information about that particular phenomenon and what's going on, so you can find out as well. So just in case you have loved ones who are complaining about this and you have no idea what they're talking about or how to help them, read that, look at that video playlist and understand this is a very, very real issue, and a lot of people are going through it. Millions of people are going through it, and you can sound more educated also if you look at it, and you'll be ready to help them, or at least steer them in the right direction so we can help them. Okay, that link just lets you guys know we have a dedicated blog separate from our website. It probably has 1,000 to 2,000 blogs, individual blog posts on it. Okay, it's the most comprehensive blog site in the industry for this industry, for surveillance and security. It has the most blog posts on it. It has the most diverse, more comprehensive blogs you're ever gonna find. They include tons of videos, a video playlist pretty much for every blog, and we try to put video playlists that have 5, 10, 15, 20 videos on the playlist for each blog, in addition to very, very comprehensive articles, in addition to graphics that go into further detail in terms of things that you can see graphically. So between the graphics and the videos and the extensive articles, you're going to get a very, very good understanding of the content or the subject matter in our blogs. Okay, we just don't do summary or brief blogs. We do blogs that teach you a great deal about what's going on, and you'll be very, very educated, even more so than you would otherwise be if you even read the Wall Street or listened to the Huffington Post or picked up the Huffington Post or the Forbes magazine. Okay, you have a very, very in-depth knowledge because of the massive amount of information that we put into each blog. Okay, and we're very critical of things going on with the financial reserve and financial monetary system of the United States, and we blog extensively about that as well. So read this particular article. The 100th year of the Federal Reserve represents the past, versus the rise of Bitcoin, which represents the future. Again, the title is the 100 year of the Federal Reserve. That represents the past versus the rise of Bitcoin, which represents the future. Okay, that's a digital currency that's taken over Wall Street and Main Street, and we think the entire monetary system is going to be experiencing a major upheaval because of Bitcoin. And you want to get a handle on what is Bitcoin, what it's all about, and why it's important, and why you should be concerned. And that particular article is going to make absolutely sure that you're one of the few people who are going to have a very, very good understanding in terms of the implications of this very, very high-tech, high-tech, sophisticated, revolutionary thing called Bitcoin. And read that article and let us know what you think. Okay, this particular article has to do with relationships. Again, people want to screen one another nowadays, and there's no better way to screen right now other than to use high-tech devices, use a tracker to find out whether or not that potential spouse is going where they're supposed to be going, being responsible, and when you leave them at home or when they go to work, they're using technology. They're using spy products to find out. The name of the article is "Lovers are flocking to DPL surveillance equipment to find out the truth." Again, lovers are flocking to DPL surveillance equipment to find out the truth. That means they're using our spy gadgets to find out whether or not it's worth getting married, getting engaged, or having a relationship. People are planting nanny cameras or using trackers. They're using various spy gadgets to find out now what's going on in those relationships before they get committed. So read that interesting article and you'll get a chance to see that people are finding out a lot more about each other, and they're doing a little bit less trusting, because once you establish that relationship or you get married or something, or some very wealthy person is getting married to somebody they're not sure about marrying, they're finding out now. We have a lot of customers who have a lot of wealth and a lot to lose, and they're finding out beforehand whether or not that potential partner is actually worth getting, establishing a long-term relationship with. So that's what that article is about, what lovers are doing to find out more about each other. And you probably want to take advantage of looking at it if you're thinking about getting into a relationship and you're not quite sure whether or not it's going to be worth it. Take a look at that article and see what they're doing. You may want to look into it and see just as well in terms of how spy gadgets and spy products can help you. Okay? So again, we have a lot of educational information. We have a lot of specific information about the products, but it's information nonetheless, and you will be, I think, very intrigued to see how we're not just a marketing or sales-based operation. We put a lot of emphasis on educating you about various things. Some of them have to do with spy products, some of them don't. Okay? And again, the Bitcoin-related articles, I think, are very, very fascinating. Okay? This article talks about Bitcoin again and why you should consider it an alternative to credit cards. Okay? A lot of customers don't understand that when you use credit cards, you give up a lot of personal information. Databases get hacked. The hackers get your name, social, address, phone numbers, all sorts of critical personal information. And Bitcoin doesn't use all that information. It basically uses a minimal amount of information, like the just enough to do the transaction. You know, what are you sending to me? What am I sending to you? What is the dollar amount? That's transmitted using Bitcoin, nothing more, nothing less. Okay. So again, you don't have to worry about when you use Bitcoin, you don't have to worry about the tremendous databases getting hacked and credit card hackers getting all your information, because Bitcoin doesn't work that way. Read up on it, look at that article, let me know what you think, okay? And again, we do a lot of audio podcasts, okay? We have a huge assortment of podcasts on the website, and you can listen to at your convenience, use your smartphone, your iPad or something, listen to those podcasts that we have. We have a huge library of podcasts, perhaps the biggest in the industry, the biggest selection of podcasts about different topics. Go to that link and pick and choose which podcast you want to listen to. General interest, or specific podcasts about spy products or certain other things, okay, that you may be interested in. Let's see what else we want to take a look at. I didn't know I created this much information about various topics, but it goes on and on and on in terms of different things that we're writing about, blogging about, making podcasts about, okay? So again, whether you like just good general interest things, that's fine, or whether or not you want something specifically about spy gadgets or spy products, we got you covered. That's one of my latest articles right there. That one talks about the fact that there's over 1,900 positions available for spy people or spooks. Again, there's 1,900 positions available. The UK, Cameron, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, is trying to bring in 1,900 additional spy people into MI5 and some of the other agencies and organizations in the United Kingdom. So that article talks about those spooks being hired by those MI5 and MI1 and different agencies over there. So take a look at it and read and let me know what you think. I think it's quite interesting in terms of how they recruit spies, particularly in the United Kingdom and elsewhere. Okay, now this particular blog is all about terrorist prevention awareness. Okay, so we had the incident in Paris, and we had other incidents as well, Boston, 9/11, etc. And there's not enough awareness about terrorism, or anti-terrorism rather. Terrorism prevention is a very big thing that we're very big on, and we're trying to teach people how to be more aware of what's going on, and to make sure that when it comes to being aware and knowing how to act, what to do in those emergency situations, you want to make sure that you're prepared. Okay, so the terrorist prevention and awareness broadcast or webinar is a very good place to start. And we're talking about the various educational approaches to shootings, random shootings that could go on at school, the office, or wherever. Active shooter is what I'm referring to, if I can get it out. There's something called active shooter, and we're one of the few companies that actually are talking about active shooter programs, okay? People should be aware of the fact that they need to know how to be prepared for active shooter situations where someone comes into a building or an office or your neighborhood or something, and you want to know how to guard against that, okay? So again, active shooter, look it up on Google or whatever. It's a situation where some stranger or somebody comes into your office, your home, your school, university, workplace, and they just start shooting people. Do you have a plan of action? Most employers have a plan of action, hopefully for earthquakes, fire drills, different other situations. Nobody's focusing on the active shooter type of preparedness, okay? So read about this active shooter training program. Establish one in your neighborhood, at your job, at your school. Talk to your employers, talk to your law enforcement people about the active shooter nationwide training program. Establish one where you live and work, and if someone goes crazy with a gun, maybe you guys will have some sort of idea in terms of what you're going to do in that particular type of situation. Okay, it's nothing like being prepared versus being totally caught off guard. Okay, so again, we are one of the few companies that are putting a lot of emphasis on educating you about various things. Your health and safety and protection is our highest priority, and that active shooter training program um, uh, blog is one particular thing that we're doing to educate you guys on that. This is a revolutionary product. This one here, the wireless rock view via the internet, hidden camera with night vision and quad view. Okay. Again, it's a wireless rock that will typically go outside in the backyard, and you can see what's going on at night. You can log in with your smartphone or your laptop or your iPad and see what's going on in the backyard, front yard, wherever you put it. The Customs Border Control people, the EPA, the various other agencies are using our wireless rock with internet and night vision to monitor what's going on at the borders surrounding the United States. The EPA wants to know who's dumping toxic chemicals on government federal lands. They use the wireless rock. Corporate America, universities, etc., are using the wireless rock. NASA is using the wireless rock to find out what's going in and around their facilities and their buildings. So you'll be a very good company to get that lifetime guaranteed and warranty, state-of-the-art wireless rock with the hidden camera. Find out what's going on because it allows you to log in over the internet, so you don't have to be there actually to see what's going on. Go on your trip, your vacation, or whatever you normally do, and log back in and find out what's going on using that wireless rock with internet, remote view, etc., etc. It's a very state-of-the-art product. Okay, now this particular item here, this smoke detector, hidden camera with remote view, the number 2. This is the second iteration of the smoke detector, hidden camera with remote view. You can buy it, rent it, or lay it away. Put this smoke detector on the wall at the school or your house, your apartment unit in seconds, and log back in after you set it up and find out what's going on using something that looks like, works like, smells like, feels like a smoke detector, but it's actually a fully functional smoke detector with a state-of-the-art hidden camera that has time and date stamped high-resolution video. And you can log in again remotely using a smartphone or whatever, or your iPhone, Android phone, and see what's going on with the smoke detector hidden camera, remote view, and internet. Okay, buy it or lay it away, and take advantage of getting that and finding out what's going on when you're not there. Okay, so that's the smoke detector. And this particular article, this is an information article. This is a good example of how we are more interested in educating people as compared to just selling products, okay? This particular article, Americans find consequences of having been arrested, charges dropped or not, can last a lifetime. In other words, sometimes you may have a peaceful demonstration going on and you get arrested because there's just something you have a grievance about and you want to take advantage of your First Amendment rights to protest. But at the same time, you get arrested. A lot of times the police make you believe that they're going to arrest you and release you and everything's going to be fine. But they don't tell you that a lot of times those arrests are permanently put on your record. And when you eventually go to look for a job, get a house, etc., you find out that you can't get a loan, you can't get a job, etc., because you got this arrest on your record, which no one told you that they were going to put on there and leave it on there because you were peacefully demonstrating, for instance. So read that article and find out how extensive it is, what's going on in terms of Americans being told that certain things are going to be expunged from their records when actually they weren't. And a lot of people are prohibited from getting good jobs and purchasing houses, and etc., because of things that were put on their record intentionally or accidentally or whatever, and people are deceived into thinking that the records are clean when they're not. So look at that article. Let me know what you think. Give us some feedback. Share it with other people, and let's raise the consciousness of people who are unfortunately involved in that type of situation where they have something on their records and they can't get it off. Okay, that's probably it for now. I think we've covered a lot of bases. We have a million more products, a million more articles, a million more videos and podcasts, etc., that we can talk about. But we're going to save that for another session. I think we covered a lot of ground. I appreciate the few instances of when people came in, took a look at what's going on, hopefully made a note of what we have to offer and what we're doing. And hopefully they'll follow us on Twitter and see, you know, what we're doing on Twitter, what we're doing on Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram and all those different places. And keep in touch with us. And so you'll be aware of the various things related to all the subject matter, hopefully a few things that are interesting to you as far as what we discussed, okay? So again, we appreciate it whenever you guys join us on these lab sessions, and mainly we want you to go and play back the video and share it with people, and take a look at the links and the posts and the blogs and the articles, etc. And let us know what you think, and we look forward to working with you, okay? Have a great day. Take care. Bye.